My master. Safe. The scriptures. Sound. All I ever wanted was a life in my mountain.
Here's my offer. If you lose, I'll take you to the Celestial Court. They will stay and level your mountain.
你是何方小将？可是来归降我齐天大圣的吧？
嘿，我是玉帝外甥二郎显圣真君，奉旨前来擒你。
哦。
Hey everybody, so after going through Black Myth Wukong, I decided to look a bit more into the story it's based on called Journey to the West, as before this I wasn't really familiar with it at all and was interested in learning a bit more about it. Fortunately though, as you saw in the beginning of this video, there's actually a 1986 television series that was made, and it's all free to watch on YouTube, so I'll leave a link for that in the description if you want to check it out. The first original season, which is what I watched, is 25 episodes long, and each one's about 45 minutes. So there's definitely a lot of content there covering the full story of Sun Wukong and all of the events that take place before the story of Black Myth starts, and you, the player, kind of take over as the chosen one. So it's definitely a little dated. However, if you can get past that aspect of it, I actually ended up enjoying it quite a bit. The first couple episodes were a little rough to get through, but after that it kind of hits its stride. And it's a lot of fun seeing all of the various characters and references that you come across while playing Black Myth. And now going back to the game story, I can appreciate it a lot more, as honestly, kind of before this, playing through the game, I was a bit confused on all of the different plot points. I didn't really understand everything that was going on. So anyways, with that said, I just thought it'd be kind of fun to show off some comparisons of some characters and references and things that appear in both the game and the show. This won't be fully comprehensive or anything. I just kind of picked some that stood out to me. And again, I'll leave a link in the description to that YouTube playlist if you're interested in checking this out for yourself. So you already saw a little bit of Sun Wukong and Elrang in the beginning of this video, but now going through some of the other things in Black Myth, starting with Chapter 1. Before that though, just kind of a quick summary of the Journey to the West story if you're not familiar. Kind of the main plot is that there's a monk, Tang Sensong, who's been tasked with traveling west to India to collect and bring back scriptures to China. He's accompanied by his crew, which kind of protects and defends him, which is made up of Sun Wukong and Bajie, two characters that are pretty prominent in the game, as well as a third, Wu Jing, who doesn't really appear in the game, but I'm curious if he might show up in the DLC at some point. Along the way, they encounter all sorts of monsters or Yagwe and get into all sorts of difficult challenges and whatnot. They're also aided by various bodhisattva and godlike figures that help them when they get into more serious trouble as well. So that leads us to our first reference in Chapter 1 of Black Myth, which is Elder Jinchi and the Fireproof Mantle vessel. So in Journey to the West, the Fireproof Mantle is a cassock or a kasaya that is given to Sensong before he takes off on his journey. And this item will eventually catch the jealous eye of Jinchi when they arrive at his temple.
我家院主100年来倒是积攒了几十柜子，官也好开开眼界嘛。啊，这请。怎能留得长远呢？
师祖，您是要留得长远呐？那倒。
Not willing to part with it, Jinchi essentially plots to kill Sensong by burning him alive while he sleeps. However, fortunately, Wukong catches on to this plan, and with the help of one of the Heavenly Kings, gets the anti-fire cover, protects his master, and then after that, for good measure, calls in some wind to help spread the fire and burn down the entire temple.
我只要避火罩，护住师傅，其余不管。多谢了啊！你这好法。 我的袈裟呢？哎呀，我的宝
So now we'll take a look at the encounter with Jinchi in Black Myth, and if you have played through this portion of the game, see if you can spot some of the references that you may have missed. I know I missed a ton going back and looking at it now. I'll also show the mural that is at the end of Chapter 1 too, as that scene is actually a direct reference to this event as well.
Oh, thank Amitabha! Oh, finally then, the 3 bells sang. Disciples come, I hear travelers approaching my temple carrying new treasures. I cannot see you, but I recognize your odor. Cannot be you. You are back? It must be you who took that Kasaya. Now give it back! Terrible boy! Tell me how these disciples. Where's my Kasaya? That's Kasaya! Get it now! $270 years spent. Kasaya's collected by the hundreds. Still one short without his. Oh, stop! Go. The Kasaya, leave it. Just leave it. Stop the fire.
Across streams, over hills, and through the black wind your blood has spilled. Wolves howl, snakes wind, flames lick, and the smoke blinds. Stumble on the lesser, lame, crash before their betters, shame. With such clumsiness, what destiny do you claim? As the small fish catches its prey, the bigger lurks behind. Who is the bigger fish? I can't see it. As for the prey and the small fish, they are swimming everywhere.
Next up, going into Chapter 2, we have the Yellow Wind Sage and the Wind Tamer vessel. So, in Journey to the West, Wukong is struggling to defeat the Yellow Wind King, as he's referred to in the show, due to this like blowing wind attack that he does. And you kind of see a similar representation of that during the actual boss fight in Black Myth as well. That is until he gets the wind settling pill from Bodhisattva Lingji, and he's the kind of headless guitar playing guy that you see throughout most of Chapter 2. This allows him to nullify that attack, and then Lingji then transforms the Yellow Wind Sage, or the Yellow Wind King, back to his true form as a rodent.
哦，原来是这么个处念，嘿嘿。
I am Bodhisattva Lingji of New Mount Sumeru. the warden of this rat.
小雷音寺，悟空，你差点误了我的大事。这是雷音寺，
师傅。
八戒，
师傅，什么事啊？
In Chapter 3, we have the Lesser Thunder Temple as seen in Journey to the West. Here they meet Yellowbrow, disguised as a Buddha, similar to the final boss of the chapter in Black Myth.
我是黄眉老佛。黄眉老佛。
He's also seen using the seed bag to suck up Wukong and other members of his party. Maitreya also makes an appearance along with his watermelon patch, and you can see him give Wukong a spell on the palm of his hand, similar to how you receive the Spellbinder when completing the watermelon quest.
他就跟你来了。
哦。哎呦，这谁种的瓜？哎呦，哎呦！
悟空，切莫动手。
Why bet on the sutra when one oneself can be a Buddha?
Kneel before the Buddha of the future. My sack awaits misguided souls like you. Enter within and find enlightenment.
A nice, ripe melon. Want a bite? Your hand.
Now moving into Chapter 4, we've got the Spider Guai episode of Journey to the West, which also features the Weaver's Needle. So in this one, Shensong is captured by the family of spiders, once again leaving it up to Sun Wukong, Bajia, and Wu Jing to go rescue him. This also then leads into the introduction of the Thousand-Eyed Daoist, where he and Sun Wukong have a preliminary battle.
我的儿，打不过，脱光了也没用啊！
Wukong then travels to the Purple Cloud Mountain region to get the Weaver's Needle to overcome his powers. After that, he returns for a final battle that they have where the Weaver's Needle is used to subdue him, and then the Thousand-Eyed Daoist, as well as all of the spiders, are transformed back to their true form and taken away by the Bodhisattva.
But how did you get this? I thought it was with the 100-eyed Guai. This may well be the design of destiny itself. I shall help you and restore its power. Consider this as my token of gratitude.
Please. You must save me.
So, both my trap and my vessel failed. But how?
When I saw him, I just couldn't. The Destined One then arrived and bested me.
Very well. Despite all your failures, you led the Destined One here. I should reward you for that. But the thing I gave you, now I must have it back! You girls are far too young to comprehend my design. This, along with those relics inside him, shall free me of Kunlun's reign.
老和尚，你的徒弟孙悟空、猪八戒被我的三昧真火烧死了，你就甭指望他们救你了，小子们。
Hey, look, Sensong got captured again. This time by Red Boy, who appears in Chapter 5 of Black Myth, as well as a few other references that we'll take a look at, including the Bull Demon King and the Plantain Fan. This storyline takes place across a couple episodes in Journey to the West, but essentially involves Wukong and the gang going and saving Sensong from Red Boy. Red Boy's father, the Bull Demon King, also gets involved along with a few other characters like his Fox Squai daughter. There's also a few scenes where Red Boy sends out flaming carts, which I assume are the element carts which you fight throughout Chapter 5 as well. It then concludes with Sun Wukong using the Plantain Fan to extinguish flames of the mountain and then saving a nearby village.
You could have enjoyed a good show, but you simply lack the taste. I should have just killed you all. My guise was perfect. No one could see a single flaw in it. How did you find out then?
Unlike you, she has never needed to fake her respect for me.
That little fox. I will find out if it's true after I hunt her down.
Come here, kind monkey. I'm over here. I found the fan. Look. Mother left her fan before she went away. She must have felt torn between her son and husband.
So I think I'll leave it there and wrap things up. Obviously, this isn't everything. There's a ton of other things that I didn't include, like Wukong using Ring of Fire and his other spells and all sorts of other fun references. So again, I'll leave a link to the description of that playlist if you're interested in checking it out. And thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and we will catch you in the next one. Bye.